Righty Rooney. Yo, hey Blaze, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna tweak my audio settings real quick so I can actually talk to people / hear them. That's probably fine. So, hello and welcome back to another thrilling installment, as ever, of Mecha Mondays. I am your intrepid pilot, Fragath, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a game called Phantom Brigade. It's totally not front mission. And I'm going to start the game from the top. You can randomize it so you have a bit of a different experience every time you run through the quote campaign unquote. Right now there isn't much of a plot, but it exists. We'll start with the tutorial. And let's get the ball rolling quick. So, Phantom Brigade released to early access, like 2 months ago, I think, on the Epic Games Store. Grumble, grumble. And it's very front mission, but it's actual. Oh, wow, that's laggy. I may have to tweak settings. There aren't many settings to tweak, so just bear with choppiness. I apologize in advance. It's probably just as choppy on my screen as it is on yours, to be honest. And this is a cutscene, so that's probably the worst of it. Actual gameplay felt better earlier. Wow, that is pretty bad. That's worse than I remember. I may have to do some more tweaking.
Sorry to strap you in so early today, Lieutenant, but we'll have to cut our checks short. We've lost the town comms last night, and I'd like you to take a look at the tower we have half a click north from here.
So it occurs to me that you're not going to be able to easily see my mouse. It's controlled via mouse and keyboard. Oh, hey, Mitch. Yeah, I will. I would stream Cyberpunk, but it crashes on the regular. So I'm just kind of like, no. And the performance has not been spectacular on my computer, partly because my computer is like 5 years old. And I need to get an update. But that's coming. That's coming, actually, probably around no later than February. Fingers crossed. I've got some components to put together and whatnot, but I'll be doing a major systems upgrade, and that should let me do, hopefully, 4K streaming. I'm not going to hold my breath on that, because I think between the network bottlenecks and a few other issues that 4K streaming isn't exactly viable, but I'm going to aim for a system that could do it if I really had to. Like, I could do it now, but it'd be like 10 frames a second, so I'm not doing that. So yeah, this is Phantom Brigade. Guided tutorial. We are now starting a short tutorial that will show you main mechanics and controls of the game. So, looking earlier, I couldn't see my actual mouse. Okay, I don't see my mouse pointer on the stream itself, but it is picking up the little interactable mouse icon. So, it's like an actual front mission game. Read not front mission evolved, read not front mission whatever the last one was called. Survive? No. I don't have my Steam up, so I'm not even going to look. The one that was I tried doing a stream of and kept having horrible performance, so I was like, I'm going to abort this. Oh my god, I don't remember its name. It was like it wanted so badly to be a Metal Gear Solid-like, and there's definitely room in the front mission zeitgeist to do that, but it just did not work for that game. To begin, follow the contextual hints on the screen. The main controls you need to remember for now are the left mouse click to confirm, right mouse click to cancel, and WASD to move the camera. So, WASD to move the camera. Oh my god, is that blurry? We're tweaking settings. There probably aren't any. Yeah, that's it. So, oh wait, here we go. I have anisotropic filtering off. That's good. Okay, well, we're gonna leave texture resolution up there, because So yeah, there's some settings I'm gonna have to go into an INI to tweak. I thought I did this earlier, but there was a patch not that long ago, so I think it must have reverted it, and I'm not gonna fix it now. So deal with this awful motion blur. If you're not nauseous now, you won't be later, because I'm not gonna change the camera angle too much. Yo, sup Shinjay! Nice to see you, my good friend. Well, okay, I say good friend. We have only interacted, I think, like, less than 10 times total. But it is good to see you. Nice. So yeah, so we have robots here. They're robots. Yeah, camera control is phenomenal, though. I'm very happy with the camera control. I just don't like the motion blur that's occurring when I'm trying to do it. So we've got robots. The pilot's got to be in there somewhere. I'm guessing they're in the torso somewhere, but I haven't ever seen someone get in or out of it. So what we got to do is we got to select a unit with left click, and then we move them to the. Did I select the wrong unit? I select the wrong unit. There we go. Then you open the command list, which is run here, and we scooch his booty over there. Scooch that robo booty. Click. And execute. So it starts us off incredibly basic. Yes, you have to make sure to choose the right dialogue box when you're doing the it's just like Mass Effect. So you have to pick the right one, otherwise you'll go on like Chaos or Paragon or whatever. It isn't a very exciting test. I love mecha games too. I'm actually gonna tweak my audio a little again. So the audio, the game flow is turn-based, but it's semi-real-time. So anytime I'm telling a unit, hey, I want you to move your buns over here, and then I tell it to execute the turn, it's gonna do that. They're gonna layer it up in a minute. This is where, once we get to combat, that's where things get complicated. I only have like a whopping hour of actual playtime, so I'm still learning the ropes.
Rowdy civilians. HQ, this is Special Field Ops Team Bravo requesting immediate repair detail, over.
This is HQ. Negative, Commander. Repair detail busy until further notice. Stand by.
There we go.
What could they be busy with? Well, let's see if we can't do a little more recon. Boot up that shiny new device Ops installed in your rig and we'll see what she's made of.
So this is where the primary mechanic conceit of the game is, and it's kind of a cool one. Originally, when they made the devs said, "Oh, we're making the," because I'd been following the game for probably a little under a year, and then they were like, because giant robots, it's my shtick. Oh, it's a front mission like, and I'm like, this is very my shtick. And then they were like, well, we're actually changing the combat system, so it's going to be like a sort of real-time thing. And I'm like, maybe. But it's also turn-based. And I'm like, how is that supposed to work? And then they're like, well, actually, you just move stuff around simultaneously. And I'm like, how is that going to work? Turns out kind of well. So the main core conceit is related to this button I'm about to press here. It's a prediction system. So the core conceit, and they're about to explain it, is that installed in your mech is a device that lets you see like a couple seconds into the future. So think the Zero system from Gundam Wing on the Wing Zero and the Epion, I guess. I think those were all that had that. The Sandrock in games often gets it too, but I don't remember it ever having it in series. Moot. We're hitting the button.
Theoretically, this prototype can predict a short time into the future, allowing us an incredible advantage on the battlefield. This could change war forever, but as long as we have it, our citizens will be safe. I'll move to scout one side of the tower. If she's warmed up, you should be able to see where I'm moving and flank the opposite side.
Alright. So, this is where things get complicated. The timeline. This new window you see in the corner of the screen is called the timeline. It is akin to a video progress bar. You can move your mouse over it to see what will happen at any moment in time. In a moment here, the commander would plan a move and we'll see how it works in practice. So here's the commander. Here's the route he's going to take. And you can see this down here. You can't. I just realized you can't see my mouse. Well, if you look in the corner there, you'll see that eye-shaped thing. I mean, like the letter I. And it shifts back and forth, and you're going to see what that means. I'm going to hit continue. Hover here. So I'm scooching it forward, I'm scooching it back. So that's where he's going to run over that period of time. We need to move ourselves here. So we're going to do that. You are not, strictly speaking, limited by movement points, action points, or any of that. There is a system to limit that stuff, so you can't just be constantly moving and shooting, but it's basically you can keep moving and shooting. It's pretty freeform, and that's what I'm having difficulty coming to grips with, and you'll see what I mean later. Alright, so we're going to tell... Yeah, planned actions can be cancelled with 2 right clicks. So I've planned to run all the way up there. Now if I go down to this bar where it says run, I can tap tap, and it's gone. Oh no. So what we want to do is we want to make his booty come up. Scooch over to there. And execute. That'll take like 4 seconds to do or so. Where this gets complicated is actually shooting at things. And I'm still at the stage...
And no transponder. What the hell? Is this some surprise war games maneuver? HQ, we have an unmarked non-cooperative tank at location 2SBR-15. Confirm intent, over. HQ, confirm, over. Lieutenant, I'm getting a heat signature from the tank's power core. Check your prototype. If that tank even twitches, cripple it.
So there's a lot of information here that they don't explicitly tell you. So you can obviously read what the tank's going to do in its timeline. I can actually select the tank to see what it's going to do, which is the main thing you're going to want to be doing. So he's going to drive forward for a couple seconds, and you can see the icon doing it. Where you see... Now that I've hit attack, now that I'm over the attack portion, you see that cone that blooms over him, which is targeting that guy. I just pointed at my screen, so you obviously can't see it. I'm so smart. That's him shooting at that commander unit there. So what we want to do is we want to keep that from happening. So we're allowed tons of agency over what we can do. The AI kind of just does its own thing, and you get to interrupt all that. In an endeavor to do that, I'm going to mess this thing's day up. So you can do melee attacks. I definitely want to hit him. So that yellow bubble is a melee attack. That's very effective against tanks. The problem is I'm going to be doing that when it's shooting, so I might actually get a hit. I might get hit here, which I don't want to do, but we'll deal with if it happens. Oh, it wants me to run away. I see how it is. So we're going to run away. Is it going to let me shoot him? Yeah, it is. Okay. So shooting is a bit more involved in terms of your weapon range. So you see this big white ring that's moving with me? That is my firing range, not the non-ring of empty space in it, but that actual whitish portion with a slight grid pattern you can see under it if you're looking really closely. That's the optimum range. I can shoot stuff that's outside of that optimum range. That's not an issue, but it won't be as accurate. So what I want to do is I want to say, I want to attack real early. I want to attack here, say. Then I want to click on this target. That means it's a 70-something% chance of being particularly effective. So I'm going to miss most of the shots. But that's okay. Attacks can be repositioned on the timeline, allowing you to fine-tune the aiming, which means you'll have more accuracy. And where is it? It's not actually showing me the... Well, I want to shoot him early, so I'm going to shoot him and then be scooting at the same time. It's going to probably miss and do not much, but here we go. I actually hit him and killed him at that. That's pretty good. I got lucky. Or it's just a tutorial mission, and it doesn't matter.
Good read on the tank. I'm hit, but Just a scratch. What? I'm picking up multiple targets from the north. My God, this can't be right. Take cover! Take cover!
You can see them up here. So what they want me to do is make like a tree and leave. They're, I guess, just gonna shoot. They're not gonna actually... Yeah, they're gonna shoot twice. So briefly delving into the reads here and some nitty-gritty is weapons have different like firing times and whatnot, and that's one of the key things that differentiates one weapon from another. So you've got weapons that have a really long firing time, like I think there's some heavy machine guns where you just kind of sit there and go, or you shoot and it just goes on forever going taka 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 taka. There are other weapons that are much shorter, where it'll just be like a tight little burst. And that becomes relevant later, and unfortunately the tutorial isn't going to explain much of this, but it is important, is the way the game limits the number of actions you can do in a given turn is A, the length of this timeline, which is like, I don't know, 5 seconds or so. But more than that, or in addition to that, is a heating system. So if you place too many actions in, on, or around each other, you overheat and you take damage, which is bad. So you have to sort of learn, but the game does tell you when that's going to happen, so you can plan for it. But that's the main thing that keeps you from just like shooting an entire turn while running. Or you could just do that anyway and just deal with the consequences if you wanted to end the mission quickly. But you could very well kill yourself, overheat, in the BattleTech style. So we're gonna move forward here.
Commander, multiple contacts just appeared on our forward slope. Weapons ready.
Treat as hostile. This is not a drill. Intercept and protect the town. We're on our way.
Roger, heading out.
HQ, come in. HQ, do you read? Pinned down by 2 treads. Returning fire.
Hello, Thomas Pole. Not much is up, just Phantom Brigade.
Shit of water. Lieutenant, get the...
And,
Commander?
choppy cutscenes.
Commander!
I apologize. I promise if I keep streaming this game, I will tweak the INI. I will tweak some settings to make it smoother, because there are no in-game options.
There's a
to
walker
speak
and
of.
multiple treads on approach. Remember, if things go to hell, set self-destruct and punch out, so they can't salvage our prototype. Whatever happens, let's meet at evac point R09.
Oh, that's right. In the tutorial, they actually tell you about shield mechanics, which seems like a little bit of an early time to do it, but I'm not going to knock it. So here we've got a shotgun and shield unit. Shotguns are cool. They do what you would expect. Shields... Haven't seen much out of Martin Star Z lately, have you? I do not know who Martin Star Z is. Who is Martin Star Z? I'm sorry. If they're another streamer or something, I am not clued in. I do not know who it is. I'm sorry. So shields are pretty cool. They are directional. I believe they only... I don't actually know the angle at which they will block. Like if it's like a 180-degree angle or greater than that, or like I'm trying to trace it on my screen, the hypotheticals, or if it's just from the unit shooting at it that you target, because if you select the shield action, you're like, oh, select a unit to actually use that on. I'm not 100%. What is that? Oh, wait, we're not waiting. You can wait. But we're not going to. We are going to get right up in things business, and maybe do a melee attack while we're at it. Because the melee system's cute. It's basically jousting. And it looks pretty flashy, too, which is nice. So this system, what I would compare it to first, and I didn't mention this in my Judson Watson. I don't actually know who Judson Watson is. Does that make me a heretic? I don't know. So what I'd compare the combat system to, has anybody ever played... Oh no, I've forgotten the name of the game. Oh dear. My brain just had it. And then I read my messages and completely forgot. Resonance of Fate, I believe, was the Western localization. I don't remember the Japanese name. Which was a game, what's their name? Tri-Ace made it, and its entire gimmick was, or one of its core gimmicks was a rather showy turn-based system that was not exactly real-time, but kind of reactive, where you would like built around basically doing, quote, fancy bullet ballet. So you'd have a bunch of characters like running around doing backflips all at the same time, and if you did turns intelligently and actions intelligently, you would do bonus actions and a few other things. But it kind of was similar to this in that it was turn-based, but sort of real-time once you got action underway for the distance and amount of time that it worked. So that's what I would compare this to favorably, except, you know, with robots, which is always better, as I think we can all safely establish. So what you can see here is me going and running way, way, way out there, and that's going to extend all the way. Like, if I tell him to run there, he's going to do that for as many turns as it takes to do it. But you can only see, let me back off here, you can only see how far enemies are going to act about 5 seconds into the future, or so, whatever it is. And it even says, like, when you're here, prediction limit approaching, it's right down at the very bottom. It's tiny text. You probably can't see it. And then it switches to low precision warning, because you don't know. We don't know beyond 5 seconds into the future what these characters are going to do. Wow, that's very nauseating. I won't do that again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this guy straight up this way. And I know they're going to attack there. So what I want to do is I'm going to run right up into his business. I want to just thwack him in the nose. Give him a good headbutt. We're going to choose shield, and on the timeline, we're getting shot at right there, I think. So we're going to guard, say, there. Or you can, like, not target the unit. There we go. And he will be guarding as of that moment in time, right there, which is a little bit too late. So let's crank it back a little. There we go. So he will block that stuff. Now there's these other guys that are going to be shooting. This is where the game kind of just throws you into it and is like, sink or swim, dude, have fun. And I'm like, ah! So I'm still kind of learning how to play the game. I'm going to circle this character way over this way. So they're going to be over here by the time things start shooting at him. Her, it, them. Where on the timeline am I going to be able to actually hit things? Right about here. So when I get to the end of my movement pattern, I should be able to hit this guy right here pretty handily. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. So the attack sequence is in action. I now know what these guys are going to do. And I need to look at this timeline pretty carefully to see what exactly my... Wow, he's going to smash everything. He's going to just punch everything in the face. So that's what we want. But while we're doing that, I want him to shoot things in the face, too. While he's, you know, just before he punches them in the face. We're going to do that to the mech here, just to be on the safe side. We like shooting mechs. this guy, girl, them, pilot, unit, whatever. We want to probably move. Keeping move mobile seems extreme, has so far been very important in my limited experience. I'm gonna have them smack this in the face. Is there anything else gonna shoot at me? No, looks like no. And we want to move up, yeah, because we'll hit both of them if we do that, and that's good. And you wind up getting various bits of add-on equipment as well, like thrusters and a few other things that let you do some rather more... Oh, okay, here we go. So overlap. Secondary actions, like attacks, cannot overlap. However, units can attack and move at the same time. Now, so the way it's all crosshatched down here on the attack timeline, or on the timeline, that stuff I can't do. I can't do that. What I can do, though, and if you look at the temperature gauge, the closer I am to that action finishing, the higher that temperature gauge goes up. We do not want that. So what I'm going to do then is I'll go with my secondary weapon, and I will shoot at that guy. And that's probably going to do all right. I'm going to check this guy out and see if at the end of his move sequence there's anybody I can belt in the face with a shotgun. Yeah, there probably is. Like that tank right there. Or, you know, target the actual tank. There is a significant 3D component, verticality-wise. You're not going to see much of that on this map, but there is. And that'll become apparent later. Where you can use the terrain to your advantage and make it very hard for enemies to hit you. There's a lot of really, really cute tricks you can use if you keep an open mind. So we're going to try executing and see what happens here. Okay, I don't think it meleeed any of them, it just walked into them. That's fine. It still hurt them, which is good enough. We killed 2 tanks on the way. I think we might have killed... What else did we kill? Did we kill the mech? It's not moving. It's inactive. Well, that's good, right? No, it's not. He's about to... Oh, I stunned him with the walking into him. Got it, got it, got it. Okay. So this guy is now kind of warm, which is not ideal. So we are going to stomp on this tank there. And keep walking down and hope that they don't hit me. Yeah, I'm going to hide behind cover here. So I should be able to hit that tank. I'm going to... Where do they shoot at me? They shoot at me there. So I want to have a shield action there. Looking at the mech. There. And that should block that. This guy's going to get shot at by that dude down there. I want to fit in a shotgun action if I can on something. Maybe you. There we go. So I'm going to walk back, I'm going to shoot, and then I'm down here-ish, I'm going to start guarding. And we'll deal with that accordingly. So now I want to move this character around. So I'm going to have them start shooting first. Shoot at you. Please, thank you. What I want to do, though, is I want to keep them kind of in sight for when I do that. I'm going to duck them behind the building there. Now, can I actually hit anybody here. I can hit that tank there, but it's going to be tight because it might wind up hitting my friend. We'll do that. What you haven't seen is what happens if you overheat. And I'll show that off later, I guess. I can afford to. So that mech just got shot in the face. But he's still alive, but he's missing most of his giblets. What does he even have? He has some sort of a gun that can shoot. I don't know what. An assault rifle. Okay. This tank's still active. All the rest of these tanks are very much deceased. They are X-tanks. They have ceased to be. So we want to shoot at a thing. Get back up there. Here we go. So we're going to shoot at that tank there. That almost certainly will kill it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to cancel this move order. I'm going to move them back up. And beyond. There we go. I'm going to have them start blasting. No. I want them to start blasting earlier than... Oh no. I want to cancel that. I want to move them as far as I can. There we go. That gives me a nice early shot on him. And as I'm going past, say, I don't know, here-ish is probably fine. I'm going to start blasting again. Switching weapons to keep heat down a little bit. And by the time I get here, I should have a good shot on him with the other gun. And if none of this kills him, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, tank's dead. Mech's dead. I just tripped on that poor guy. So yeah.
Lost. So much devastation. This isn't what I wanted for you. I thought you'd be born in a time of peace and prosperity, of love among people. But the world is so different now. Tanks patrol the streets. Neighbors turn on neighbors. People disappear in the night. They keep telling us this is temporary, that we'll come to love our new way of life. Somehow, I don't believe them. I want to give you the freedom I once had. But how can we few do that alone? We can't keep hope alive for much longer. We pray that someone, anyone, will answer our call.
So, that was the tutorial. Basic plot setup is very front mission. Invading country filled with bastardos, and us fighting back for freedom. The only way it could be more front mission is if we were actually a deep-seated, behind enemy lines, mercenary corps who had to recover someone whose brain was ripped out of their body and planted into a giant robot / computer system that was either in danger of going rogue or tipping the scales of war in favor of another faction, or more probably both, usually involving all sorts of other unpleasantness. Front mission is awesome. It's a crazy verse, crazy universe. Very cyberpunk, but Square Enix does not seem to have any idea what to do with that franchise at all. They have no clue. Left Alive? Was that what it was called? I think it was Left Alive. And it's, oh god. Like, there's so much I want to like about Left Alive, but it's just not there, you know? Which tangentially reminds me of there's a front mission manga / comic book called, what is it, Dog's Life, which I do not necessarily recommend people read, because it is, whew, that's brutal. Like, people dying and being traumatized in unbelievably vile ways. A bit too edgy for comfort, thanks. Alright, so campaign mode. Welcome to Phantom Brigade Early Access. Pressing Shift plus Tab will open our bug reporter. Let us know if you spot anything, or if you have any other feedback. I have never gotten a bazooka yet, so I don't even know if they're in the game. Please add. Navigation bar allows you to switch between the pause menu, the overworld map view, and all base views. What hasn't been explained is that we actually have a mobile base device / hanger. The world information bar, it's got a timeline. It doesn't really seem to matter that much. I haven't gotten far, so I don't know. Allows you to change game speed and displays territory information. You can also view your resources and the current time there. Actually, the one place where this does matter, as well as the time speed, is in order to perform certain actions, it takes a certain amount of time, like repairing mechs, like building components, like scrapping things, like looting an enemy squad that you just attacked. We'll go into that later when we actually do that. This widget, whoever invented that word can be a widget person, presents information about objects in the world, such as your mobile base, which is that thing you can't really see very well. You know, right over there. As you discover more objects on the map, you'll be able to read more information here, and it will show more as you get closer and gain further intel. That'll make a bit more sense later, once we actually get rolling. Mobile base, which is this jobby that I can't select. Your base of operations is a giant vehicle capable of storing and servicing an entire squad of mechs. With it at your disposal, the Brigade can avoid the enemy and strike at opportune moments. And down here it says the mobile base. Squad. A heavily modified walker service vehicle from one of the old mining operations. Restored and fitted with every bit of cloaking equipment the Resistance could find, it is indispensable in our operations. The mobile base enables our squads to strike at exact time and place where we can make a difference. That's dodgy grammar. And lets us get away before enemy reinforcement can arrive. At the exact time and place, I would say. Left-click objects to select them. Move by selecting your base, and right-clicking your destination. To cancel movement, hit space or press the stop button on screen, which is up there. Press tab to recenter the camera on your base. Move the same camera controls as in mission, and we'll go over that later. Which I can't do right now because I'm stuck in tutorial hell. Move camera with WASD, orbit with Q and E, and by orbit they mean rotate. Which is, orbit is probably the better term. And change pitch with R and F, i.e. the level. I think you can do all that as well by holding the middle mouse button and jiggling around. Yes, you can do all that with the middle mouse button. Yes, that's totally coherent. Zoom, zoom. If memory serves, the capital district is the end game location, so we basically have to do a trek around this country, kicking ass and taking as few names as humanly possible, while kicking even more ass. Probably going to wind up going up this way and around and through, and maybe juking back every now and again. But I believe our goal is going to be the capital city. Leveling up is basically a gear score mechanic, from what I've seen. I haven't gotten super far, so... And we're taking it from the top. So I'm going to go show off some total irrelevancies. They aren't going to mean much right now. We have pilots. We have blur person, who's very blurry. We can't see them. We have our pilot portraits over on the right. I may change their names. Judging by the glow in their eyes, I think most of these people are cybernetically augmented in some way, shape, or form. So it's like Cyberpunk. Ha! Ha! See? Ha! I'm on the bandwagon, guys! Here we have our two units that you saw earlier. Sleipnir and Lance. We can't actually change anything on them right now, because we don't have any actual equipment. What we can do... That's the name edit. How do I edit its loadout inventory? Yeah. Oh, that's right. I select it here. What we can do, though, is we can edit the livery. Livery? I did the wrong button. No, I did the right button. There we go. We can change our colors. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a way to change the entire color scheme. We can also decide to change our hangar environment so we can actually see what the freak we're doing. Yeah! No. Yes. There we go. So we can change color schemes. We want to have very visible boys. We're not going to go with red and black because we are simply not that edgy. So we'll go with some garish pastel like blueberry. I don't care about the items, I care about the limbs. Blueberry. Please stick with it. Thank you. That's bubblegum. No, it's blueberry. Right arm, blueberry, and lower body, blueberry. They're all preset. There is a very extensive editor as well that I have not fiddled with. Very open to modding, the devs have been, which is very nice and reassuring. Okay, how do I switch units from here? Oh, right back. And Lance. I do want those guys to deploy. There we go. And we'll change this color to, I don't know. This is free. This does not cost me money. Other things do. The game, I wouldn't say is cheap, but you start off kind of strapped for cash. In a pretty big way. It does not let you off the leash till a bit later after you've got a couple battles under your belt. I'm going to change the torso to that petal. But there are ways through some modification that you can edit the colors of these. You can, let me switch to edit parts here. There are different upper body parts. There are different, no, those I can't change. Where are you? There's none of these that I've got an actual changeable item for, so it says no available equipment. We'll find out after our next fight what that entails. So we're going to go to the world. I think the first place we do is this mountain base, so we're going to go and shellac this mountain base. And what'll happen is, as we make progress... Oh, here we go. New beginning. It is time to take back our country. It's definitely not Red Dawn, taking place in, like, Neo-Sweden. We should start with the mountain base, the last outpost that belonged to the Phantom Brigade. It should still have some spare supplies and parts to help us get back on our feet. And here you can see it's in Felheim, which maintains control over province Hedmark, range/intel sensor something, full something something. Garrison level 2, hope on defeat. Hope is like a popularity resource. I don't actually know what it does. I think it's like a measure of success. I don't know if it actually changes anything. Salvage, I'm not sure what that number specifically denotes. I'm going to get way more than that in terms of salvage points. Large underground facility that can serve as your base of operations without attracting enemy attention. Abandoned around 30 years ago, but still structurally intact. Large entrances built for old mining trucks and walkers can fit the mobile base. So we're gonna keep trundling in its general direction. And we're going to do a mission. We're not going to edit anybody. We've done the editing we're going to do. Man, that was a lengthy hitch. Our weapons kind of suck, but we'll be fine. Right now I've got one character with the shotgun and shield whose sole purpose in life is to get close and punch things in the or shoot things in the face. The other character has like an assault rifle and a pistol-y shotgun thing, burst pistol it might be called, that is going to be a bit longer ranged. I don't remember if this mission has multiple enemy waves or not. Some of these are scripted, some of them are randomized, so this is going to be kind of me throwing my hands in the air and guessing. I think this one is going to throw another wave of enemies at me. That's fine. Bravo 1, we're seeing 2 mechs approaching from the west, requesting immediate I have no idea what he's saying. Doesn't matter. Too fast. So, we're taking this thing. There isn't much of an actual plot, unfortunately. So there's these 2 tanks. Oh no, what will these tanks ever do to me? I am so scared. They have guns. I fear their fire weapons. Fire. Bad. Not that much, though. Not that much. So what I'm going to do is, this is my, yes, they are my longer range attacker. I'm going to sprint them off this way, get behind this building here. And on the way, they will plink away at stuff. Can I get up there? I can get up there. I am just that good. And I don't even have, so we're going to get, no, don't, whatever. So he's going to get shot at around here, but there's not a lot they can do about it. Okay, well, actually it's not going to shoot at me, I take it back. This guy, on the other hand, is going to get shot at. He's going to get shot at by the guy up top there. See that cone? That's him going to be attempting to shoot like a dingus. So I'm going to be over here. He's not going to be able to hit me at all. Is the plan. Anyway, he's going to just shoot at a building because he's a dink. We're gonna smack him hard. But on the way, I'm gonna shoot him in the teeth. So we don't like his tanky ways. It's a mech game, damn it. Please, please, thank you. Come on. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Can I? No? For some reason, it's not letting me target this thing, even though it's clearly hittable. I don't know if it's not detecting me mousing over the object or what. I'm mashing. It's not letting me blind fire either, which is a tad frustrating. Okay, well, I guess we'll deal with that later. I don't know. Whatever. Fine. Go, do whatever you're doing. I forgot to tell this guy to shoot. Oh, no. I'm a fool. So there's a bit of a mix-up here, where I guess I didn't think ahead and just ran this dude straight into him. So this guy took the worst of it. He was like, "Oh my God, I can't even see. I am knocked unconscious." But he's back up and running. So now we're gonna sprint him back over here where we said we were gonna. And meanwhile, we're gonna have him start booty blasting. By booty blasting, I mean just blasty blasting. And I can't hit anybody, so that's good. I've wasted my time. So we're going to sprint him up here instead. And have him start booty blasting somewhere around, oh, I don't know. There-ish. There we go. See, now he's actually targeting the dork. Are you showing the overheat radius? There we go. We're going to have him shoot at that. And he's going to be over like here. I don't know. No, he's going to shoot at me. Hopefully they'll miss, but probably not. And then this dude is going to... Come on, select him, please. Select him, please. Thank you. God, frickin' damn it. He's going to run up and hit this thing in the teeth, which is going to mess its day up pretty badly. And he's going to keep sprinting over to like there. I want him to sprint there. Meanwhile, he's going to shoot it in the head. Well, turret. He's going to blast it and then walk right into it. It is going to get hurt. Now, when I'm up there, am I going to be able to hit that tank? Barely. So I'm going to try hitting that tank too, which is going to be kind of hot, but workable. I'm going to lurk up there, because if I haven't killed that tank, I'm going to feel pretty dumb. There is an eject pilot option to save the pilot and keep them from dying, so you have people who can actually pilot your mechs. We're not going to do that, because we're not dumb, he said. Yeah, so I think that tank's dead. That tank's dead. Both tanks are dead. But wait! Engaging. Let's deal with them and report to command. There has been no activity here for a while. I've no idea who these walkers are. Oh my god, Microsoft Sam, don't do it! So I'm gonna keep this guy... Select them, please, thank you. They are going to go to about... No, they're gonna go to about... there-ish. Because they start shooting at about that point in time. Can I? Nah, because he's always going to be able to shoot at me. There's no way I can easily plink at him. I'm going to just double check to make sure this thing's dead. Is this thing really not dead? No, that thing's toast, dude. You're fine. I think. I'm pretty confident that it's toast. It says inactive, but that doesn't mean a lot, especially since it's got weight and then it attacks. But I'm not... Yeah, okay, so this thing's still alive, and I have to shoot it again. So that's good. We're gonna shoot it again. It survives that. Well, we'll figure it out. We're gonna smack you right in a him. Should be right about at the timeline. And we'll see how that works. I'm going to actually put my shield up around there. And target you the whole time. And hope that that does something pleasant. So right here, you see this crosshatch pattern on the background where I'm sweeping back and forth? That's overheat. That's bad. We don't want that. We want to move up there. Ah, shit. It's not going to do anything up there. So when it's in crosshatch, that's going to be it dealing like heat damage to my core and doing like 12% of my health per second, which is a lot. So he's going to be way up there. Crap, I have to change everything. I'm bad at planning ahead. We're going to walk right into this thing and like sit on it. I don't know. Then we're going to walk right over it again. Walk over to there. And somewhere along the way, I'm going to just shoot at this thing for good measure. I don't know. Maybe like here. So if it's not dead there, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Alright, now we figure out what I'm doing with this character. I may, honestly, just hide behind the building, because they can't blow through it. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna wait. Gonna execute because I can't really do a lot to him. Actually, what I can do, because I do have to wait though, but I can wait till about there, and then I can start moving. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. What? Come on. Controls are a little questionable from time to time, but I'll deal with it. What is it doing? Run over to there. It's not doing it. Run over to there. It's acting like I've got a gun out or something. I don't know. Fuck it. That tank's still alive? Please shoot it to death. That tank is immortal. I don't know what's going on. Maybe now I'll run. I don't know. That'd be cool. So he's going to shoot about that far along. So if I keep going out this way. Yeah. And then duck out around here. Shoot his booty. And somewhere early on I might be able to hit him too. Yeah. Right about there I should be able to thwack him pretty good. And then from here, I don't know. Run over behind here maybe? Because I'm not totally sure if he knows what he's going to do at that point, let alone me. Actually, no, I'll hide him over here. There we go. Meanwhile, this guy is doing whatever he's doing. That second shot hopefully will kill him. If it doesn't, I guess I'll figure it out. And I'm going to shoot this guy on the way over. I said I'm going to shoot this guy on the way over. There we go. Okay, we got the tank. Rejoice. Boom! He did. And we did it. Aren't we so proud of ourselves. That went reasonably well. It's going to get more complicated later. I would have taken less damage if I hadn't run straight into myself. So, loot breakdown, no salvaged items, no salvaged items, some salvageable equipment found. Which will probably be like a shotgun or something. Yeah. Oh, actually a handgun, so I can replace the shield with another shooty gun. Alright. Site inventory, torso, a handgun, body part, and 2 things that I don't know about. So that's fine. Escape, get back, and this isn't just a handy base where you can recruit pilots and build smoke screens. You can also use the mountain base as your fallback outpost when necessary. If you lose all your units and pilots at any point, you can fall back to this base and rebuild. Retreating gives a new squad fitted with essential equipment at the same level as the highest level province you control. Now that Felheim has been liberated, you should start making your way to the capital, while liberating as many provinces as you can. Yes, boss. Post-combat routine. You can recover some of the equipment from combat units by salvaging. The base would need to remain stationary, leaving it vulnerable to attacks, so caution is advised. It is vital to remember repairing your units and swapping out of your pilots to let them rest if you want to remain combat ready. Combat is tiring, so your pilots will always receive a fatigue penalty post-battle. Fatigue diminishes over time. It's important to keep an eye on it. The more fatigued a pilot, the less concussive damage they can withstand. All weapons deal concussive and regular damage. Being attacked from the rear doubles the concussive damage for the pilot, so keep your tail covered and try to get behind the enemy. So we're going to hit salvage, which takes 6 in-game hours. I don't actually care about manufacturing smokescreen. I don't run from combat. So we're going to pause the timer, because we get that salvaging, because I need to do repairs, and it's more efficient if I go and do that now. Repairing appears to be free, somehow. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but you do have to do it manually, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. I am going to swap my pilots, though. Please swap the pilot. Thank you. I keep forgetting to double-click. No, initiate repairs. Thank you. That's going to take 6 in-game hours as well. We can speed up the clock if need be. We're also gonna... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, well I have to wait for them to repair to change out parts, so we're gonna do that. If you go to the world... I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. Capable of production. Inspect. What can you produce? Oh, because it's still salvaging. I'm smart. Okay, so we're gonna set time of flowing. Now, I could just sit here for a year, or we can go to 3x timer, then reduce it to 1x when we get near the end, like now. And pause it as soon as that's done. So, we've repaired our units. Edit unit. This is not the unit I want to edit, but what do we got? Okay, so birdshot cartridge. Oh, that's a shotgun. I don't want that. I'll switch to this though. So the gun we have only does 199 per volley, I guess, but it does harder hits. So I'm not seeing like a calculated DPS. This gun will generate less heat, though, so I'm tempted to go that route. It's not much less, but it's a little. We're not going to change the handgun at this point. I'm going to actually hold on to this for later. Left item is a handgun. This one's just better than the one I have. It just generates more heat. Actually, it says it does less damage per volume. What's that all about? Oh, because the handgun I have is like a shotgun, so we're not going to do that. We're going to... Come on, go back. Select the other unit. Go back. Select Lance. Change left item to medium handgun. I'm not going to use the shield much. So this way I can use the two units pretty much the same way now. And right item I'm going to swap with this other shotgun because it looks to be a bit better. What's its heat like? Heat appears to be the same range, same everything. Okay, we're good. At some point I'm going to want to have another mech, so I have some more units to throw around. I think you can only have 4 at once. I've never had more than that, but I didn't get very far. Ugh. Not pilots, you goon. There we go. Alright, I want to check my... Does this actually improve? Oh, this has a thruster. I may actually want to go for this. Integrity-wise, it is absolutely identical. I may actually put this on the other one, come to think of it. Because the other guy has the shotgun and is more... Nah, I'll put it on this character. And it's got thrusters, and we'll show off what those do in a minute. I'm not going to dork with the AR just yet. See, I couldn't... Everything I can... Okay, so this does have an overt damage per second. This claims to be better, but it shoots a lot more shots. Well... Oh, why not? The other one's a bit easier to use, but we'll try that. I didn't see a range, did I? Damage radius of 1, impact of 19. Impact's pretty good though, because you can basically knock out a pilot in one go, and they'll like force eject, and they're like, nah, I can't keep doing this. Peace out. And you just instantly deleted a unit from the board, which is pretty great. Oh, I see. So this one shoots 13 shots, so it is a longer duration. Actually, it's a short duration, but it just must mow bullets out. It's a bit closer range, but we'll deal with that. We will... Doesn't appear to have any different integrity. I'm not sure what the... It doesn't appear to be substantially different at this point. I don't think I have new legs. Well, I do have new legs. I take it back. But they're no different in terms of stats. We'll switch to them anyway. Because we have them now. Alright. Moving right along. Actually, I'm gonna be super smart and save. And we are going to save and call it... Create save. No. How do I edit the save name? I don't remember how to edit the save name. I used to do that. I did it before. How do I edit save names? Oh, input new save name. Mecha Mondays. There we go. See? I'm smart. I'm capable. So that way I'll actually know what I'm doing. Give me 1 sec here. I'm gonna drink some water. All right. So we're gonna move along here. There's a thing here. Stationed Reserve Patrol Squad. We're gonna hit hard. Okay, I do have them both ready. Yes, I do. Let's go. We saved before doing this. It's very generous in terms of saves. You save, dropping in, command is getting impatient. Let's get this over and done with. Alright, so we've got a mech, we've got a tank, and the mech has a shield, and I think that's a shotgun. That's a shotgun. I do basically like the mechanical designs. They're a little over gribbly, I guess. There's a lot of details that seem like they wouldn't be especially practical, but they look essentially believable in their way. Utilitarian. They look utilitarian, which I approve of. I prefer the aesthetics of, say, Front Mission, because it's got a variety of different mech designers. But the mech designs here are very nice. They look suitably modular as well. When you start getting more parts, you're like, oh yeah, that looks like it's a modular component for sure. So I approve of that. The aesthetics aren't super crazy. Oh, here we go. We have dashing. So what dashing does is it's like running, but it generates a bunch of heat, and it lasts a very short period of time, and only works on a level surface. Though you can actually use it to get up to higher heights occasionally. You can't go beyond a certain range. I can only go to here, I guess. But you do it very quickly. Like, so if I were to run to there, they go that far on the timeline. As you can see, as I'm trying to show. They get that far along. Whereas if I dash, they're only like a tiny bit of the way along. So you can get a significant boost to get in or out of a location quite quickly. What I haven't tried doing is using dash to smack into someone. So I'm going to try to set that up for this fight. I don't have any dedicated melee weapons, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be doing a whole ton of actual useful melee combat. So we're going to keep running. They're going to keep going quite a ways. Wow, that seems to be going out a fair distance. We can predict them quite a bit. We want to get up here, though, because that gives us a nice line of sight on some stuff. Along the way, let's see, where can I start shooting people in the teeth? Like right around here-ish. Yeah, let's try shooting at you. Or not, there we go. And we've got a secondary weapon we can shoot right about there. Smack this mech's teeth. That unfortunately is going to be way too hot, so we're going to scooch that forward so we don't have that problem. You see the hashed lines? You see that? That's bad. That's damage we're doing to ourselves because we're dumb. We're not going to do that. We're going to do this. And that, I think, should still be fine. It's not optimal range, but we can work with it. That's better. Now we get to figure out what we do with this guy. Alright, so on the timeline, we've got... Did it just freeze? No, it didn't. That's because I don't know how to use the timeline. Alright, scooching along. Who's shooting at whom? That's me shooting at... No, that's them shooting at him, so he's gonna get hit. Whatever. Frass him. I'm gonna try walking right into you. No. Yes. And I'm gonna go over this way. One minute. Where's the range on this? There it is. I'm gonna shoot at you. Ooh, that's a pretty long firing time. I don't know if I like that. kind of warm towards the end. I might overheat, but we'll deal with it. Execute. None of those hit. Okay, so I'm going to take some self-heat damage, which is bad. But then we're going to thwack into him. We'll play it by ear from there. Yeah, we're fine heat-wise there. We are going to take some damage there, which was avoidable, but I guess I was too dumb to think about it. I don't know. We are not going to use dash because we're already pretty close to the heat limit. Where are you going? Are you just going to sit there, dude? Tank's apparently just going to sit there. I'm okay with this. That's fine. Meanwhile, I'm just going to blink away at him, so he can have fun with that. Okay, that's going to overheat me, so I've got to scooch it a ways, and then can I hit him with this? No, I can't. And that's going to overheat me a lot. I got to scooch that way over there, and we'll deal with it next turn. Alright, let's see what happens. So we hit that mech pretty good. We got hit. It doesn't look like I'm going to overheat doing that, which is excellent. So I'm going to let that turn pretty much play out and hope that it actually kills this. I don't think it will. I'm going to keep juking around. And maybe throw in a secondary attack here somewhere. No, I'm never close enough to do that. I am, however, close enough to do it there. No, I want to do it sooner. Okay, that should be fine for now. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with you. What will I do with you? Here I'm gonna basically joust him to death. We're gonna... Oh, I don't have the shield anymore because I've got a Giga Brain. We're gonna use the shotgun on him because we like shooting things in the face. Please hit him? Come on, what the fuck? Oh my god, what's the issue? There we go. Jesus. Don't wait! Oh my god. What is this? Oh, because that's him. I knew that. And we want to keep running. So we're gonna... Once he gets to that point, I'm gonna... I'm gonna keep running through him. Why not? Is that gonna make me overheat? Don't do that. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, that's probably fine. Alright, so I got knocked out. I'm probably in trouble. So we want to get moving as early as we can here. So we're going to scoot hard. And shotgun this dude. About there. And see if we can pistol him further out here. Without overheating. Which looks like we are going to overheat a bit. Tank's dead, so we can move you on in. Okay. Ah, fuck. So I just lost a mech, which is awful. So we're gonna load the game. Autosave before combat. This is the worst performance I've had so far, and I had some really bad matches early. So apparently, meleeing this dude is not working out. Or trying to joust with this dude is not working out, so we're gonna just shoot him a lot. Yo, what up, Kazong? Yeah, we're safe scumming, that's how we do. What a persistent bunch! Command won't commit any more drop squads to the herp. We don't know. Because the text went by too fast. Where are they? There they are. It's literally just these two schmucks, too. The fact that I couldn't body them before is pretty embarrassing. We will try to do a dash into somebody and see if that does anything. I'm not confident that it's a good idea, but we're gonna do it because we're dumb. I'm gonna set out for the joust there. Timeline-wise, I'm gonna shoot at you. I want to kill this tank early. I don't want it to be friggin' with me too long. Yeah, okay. That's probably fine. And we want to set up a dash, like, right at the end to collide with this dude. This may be a bit of an overcommitment, but we're gonna try it. And where's my other guy? There they are. We're gonna move you on over to here-ish. And somewhere along the way, okay, that's too short. We are never really able to shoot at you, but we'll try starting there. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, shoot at me. I double dog dare you. Oh, it stopped right before the impact. Somebody's getting hit. Mostly me. Mostly me. Okay, so he's starting to shoot. So you wanna, I guess, keep moving here? Yeah, we'll shoot the tank in the face as we go by. Right around here probably is good. This shotgun is like a double tap, I think. Yeah, okay, we're fine heat-wise. Now, I don't know what's going to happen as far as this collision. Crashing, apparently. We got bopped. So I'm going to stop trying to run into things. Because I don't have melee weapons that work yet. I did on my other save. But not here. So I'm basically open to get shot the whole time. Is he going to even shoot at me? Yes, he's going to shoot at me towards the end of that. So what I need to do is I need to do a dash in the other direction, away from this man, and hope that I don't get killed. There we go. I'll hide behind the rock. Unless, of course, I'm dead, which would be about right. Ah, nice. They're just sitting there. Ah, that's good. That's great. So good. So good. Get out of there. Maybe shoot him in the teeth while you do it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not trying to overlap. I'm trying to do it right there. Goof. It's not going to do anything, so we're not going to do that. We are going to do the dash, and then we're going to sprint over here and hide behind the rock so he can't shoot me. He'll start shooting me about where? There. Yeah. So we will wait a sec. shooting to stop. And then we're going to run this way and attack him somewhere along the line. Not with that gun. With that one. Okay. Now we have to figure out what I'm doing with you. I'm gonna have to do another drive-by on this dude. So we'll do that. We'll attack probably around there. Yeah. That will probably kill him. And we're gonna scoot on up here so we can start tangling with this individual here. And I don't think that's gonna overheat me. My phone just blibbled. I don't know what that's about. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, let's hope that we don't get killed here. That tank's dead. Okay, so we just started shooting at him. You are going to shoot at him again. I doubt that's going to kill him. We are going to then try running along this way and shooting you maybe here-ish. Yeah, that's probably good. You will... I don't know. Where's the move command? Oh, he doubles back. I see, I see. So I'm going to be able to mess his day up pretty bad. Pretty much just by shooting at him a lot. Right about there is probably fine. A little further out, there we go. That will eliminate the overheat factor. I'm going to be right at the cusp. I'm just dragging a smidge there. Alright, let's see if we planned properly. He's gonna be fine. Okay. So I do want to shoot him if I can. And I can. But I can't do it there, so I have to wait a little. He's apparently immobile for some reason. I'm not complaining. From there over to there, and while we're doing that, we're going to shoot at that mess. No, we're not. I'm going to shoot at him around here then. If he's not going to move, that's fine by me. And you are going to keep going. You can actually move up on him, I think. That we'll use the handgun to shoot him. Okay, and that's not where we're doing that. We're doing that right over here. That should be fine. Come on. I clicked on him. There we go. And we'll keep running. And if this pass doesn't kill him, I'll figure it out from there. So when you get it running, it's great. When you're paying attention and not running your own units into each other, it's fine. So we took a lot more damage than we needed to. Parts detected on site. No site? No parts? Okay, so we've got some body components, which is nice. But not great. So we want a couple extra weapons to shoot Mo-Gooder, so we definitely want to salvage. We're going to do that. We're going to go to our units. You have to wait till you've salvaged something before you actually get supplies. It's a little bit frustrating. First things first, though. So it says, oh, your fatigue will go down, but in my experience, even if you don't have them piloting, the fatigue just kind of keeps going up. And I'm not really sure why, until you do certain specific events that eradicate fatigue. And we'll see those in a minute, once we have the province liberated. Okay, so we've got to repair those. That's really all we can do right now. So we're going to set time going forward quickly, so we can get those done in a reasonable time frame. Alright, now before we can do anything at this base, I think I do have to liberate this location, which is fine. I'm gonna real quick save. Overwrite. Confirm. Ugh. I'm going to swap. No. If anything, those guys have gained more fatigue. So that's good. Units, we're going to... I always forget I have to actually click on them. Upper body. This has slightly better thruster power, so I'm going to go with that. And higher integrity at that, which is good. No new left item, right items, left arm. It says higher integrity, so we'll go with that. We're not going to be jousting with anybody anymore because we're smart again. And lower body, that does have higher integrity. That's good. And we are now going, and we're now level 2.5. How rad is that? So now we're going to go to the other unit. Oh, come on. We are going to get them slightly better stuff. This has a thruster, so that's good. So we can do thruster gimmicks. Slightly higher integrity. Integrity being your usual armor analog. I'm not sure what the number here next to the Elbrus M portion is. I think it's related to the randomization seed of like given like where it says developer info. I think it's tied to that, but I don't know because I haven't fiddled with it. It's kind of inconsequential at this point. Here we are. We'll give them the slightly higher integrity legs. We're going to really quickly go to livery. Switch to that blue pedal or whatever I was using before. A regular pedal. There we go. Oh, that's item. I don't care about that. I care about arms. There we go. Not sure why it's not showing there as a color scheme, but I guess it's a neutral color scheme, pre-generated or something. Alright. I will check pilots actually. I'll remove you. Do I have to do that in units? I have to do that in units. I'll swap you with Tango to even things out a smidge. To the wild. We're going to save again, because that's how we do. And And we will attack the fort, which is a little more complicated because I know they send I think they're going to send another wave at me if it's anything like my previous run. Inspect. There we go. There's a bunch of unknown parts that I'll be able to salvage, which is good. Up. Do I have to back off and then go back on? Let's try that. There we go. Suit up. This one has a bunch of buildings if it's like the one that I did on my previous run. And from here on out is where things get a little more complicated. Let me just real check. Quick check. There we go. Okay. Fatigue keeps going up. It's bad, but manageable. Decelerating. Let's flank and finish them off. So we've got a bunch of tanks, we've got a bunch of mechs to shoot, and there's only the two of us. What can we possibly do about all that? We're horribly outnumbered. Well, guess what? We can see into the future like 5 seconds, so it's a little busted. So long as you're paying attention, he said, when he didn't pay attention before, you can really put work in. So this one's actually quite different than the initial iteration of this that I had done. That one had a ton more cover. This is going to be a bit more of a knife fight, which will actually make things pretty interesting. What I'm going to do is, let's see. So mostly I'm just going to move and see what the timeline does as far as them shooting at me. Okay, so they're going to shoot at me there, so being around here is not a bad idea. The problem is I don't actually have the opportunity to shoot them back. That's what we want, shooting back. So if I go through that way, they're going to start shooting me. That tank over way in the far corner is going to do a hell of a lot. That's fine. It's the mech I'm worried about. So what I might do is around here. Oh my gosh. Let's rotate. There we go. Around here, when he's going to start shooting at me, I'm going to juke to the right with the dash. I'm going to see if that is able to keep him off me. Come on. There we go. And I'm going to circle around and start duking it out with these guys against all better judgment. Actually, by the time I do that... Yeah, no, that'll still be... It's not an ideal vector, but it's not too terrible either. So we're gonna work with that. I'm gonna keep him, gonna stop him right about there, and somewhere along the way, can I start shooting? Not really. So where after the dash can I start shooting? Also not really. He's just out. Oh, I can blink at him anyway. That's not going to overheat me either, so that's good. So now let's get our other character going. Tango, apparently. Joan Watson. And what's going to start shooting at me here? So that tank's going to start shooting at me right near the end, but I'm going to be up here-ish. So it's going to have to shoot me through a building. Guess what? It's not going to succeed. We're going to shoot at you, which should hurt this thing pretty substantially. And that's probably about good. I'll deal with other stuff later. Nice. Didn't work quite the way I expected, but I did avoid a lot of damage, which is very good. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to tangle with these guys. That's what I'm worried about. The tank and the mech over here are problematic, but these two, because they've both got what? He's got some sort of an assault rifle and a riot shield. He's got, I think, an assault rifle and a riot shield as well. This dude, what does he have? I think he just has like a machine gun. Oh, and he has a secondary attack I have to worry about. We'll deal with that. The tank, on the other hand, not so much. It just has the one gun. It's going to try shooting as often as it can. So we... How damaged are you, by the way? Not very. So we want to... Okay, so it's going to shoot at me around there. I'm behind a building, so we're safe there. What I don't want, though... if I go that route, so the mech's going to start moving about that point. Let's see what I can do around here. I can indeed shoot at him. He's going to go into cover about that time, though, so I'm not going to do a heck of a lot to him. And that's not a very strong weapon anyway. But we are keeping on the move, which I have found to be a fairly successful measure. When do things shoot at me here? They shoot at me from up there. They shoot at me there. So I might be able to get a dash in. Actually, if I just do a dash here, I'll be ahead of the game. Yeah. Because they won't be able to really shoot at me until I'm basically behind cover already. So I'll do it there, and then... Okay. Or I can't do that. That's fine. Shoot at this guy then? Yes, I can shoot at that guy then. And we'll hop on up over there and move again to get back to where we started. How about that, huh? I don't think you can shoot while dashing because it takes up both bars. Now I have to figure out what you're doing. Oh, did I already figure out what you're doing? I already figured out what he's doing. Just to double check. Yes, alright. We'll see how this goes. Oh wow, a bunch of that hit me. Oh jeez, that hit me too. This isn't going too well. So you are gonna shotgun that man. Around here-ish, I guess. Early as I can. That's how early. Without getting burned. I'm gonna keep on rolling. So they're gonna shoot at me while I'm behind this building, pretty much, so I should be okay. What I'm gonna do then is move out here. And what am I shooting? I'm shooting with you there, which will hopefully kill the tank. I don't know that it will. About here though. I'm gonna try. Please, thank you. No. Okay, I do not overheat there, so we're good. We're gonna move you. I'm going to get shot at, but hopefully not too. Okay, that's optimal range, so they are going to hit me pretty bad. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a dash. And hopefully juke most of the shots coming my way. That's a dash that's going to get me overheated. Shit. I can wait here a sec. That's what I can do. Because they can't really shoot me through the building too well. but then I can't do a whole hell of a lot. And run at that point to about there. And, I don't know, shoot somewhere in there, because I'd like to actually do something with this unit. I don't think that's going to hit him, but we'll find out. Let's go for it. That tank is still intact. I, for some reason, thought that that was going to hit the tank. Oh, because it got stopped by the shotgun shot. Okay. I'm going to juke over here, which is going to keep those bullets from hitting me, although they should be eaten by the building anyway. And we're going to get running. We want to move where? We want to... Okay, that's going to be all building, so we don't have to worry about that. That's going to be building. So we'll go wait there. We'll wait a little there. So that should keep him from getting shot. Meanwhile, got to figure out where to attack things from. Okay, none of that's going to work. I'm going to run into that guy there, which is useless to me. Apparently I didn't see that. Okay, that will not intersect with anyone. I shouldn't get shot too badly. Shouldn't. So when I get close, though, I want to shoot at that guy. Like, right about there. Please target him. Just like that. That should be fine. Let's figure out what I'm doing with you. I've got to kill this thing. Somehow. So I'm going to circle on back. By the time I'm there, I won't be getting shot yet. Well, I need to go with the shotgun again. Which is fine, because that ought to kill it. Alright, let's go for it. Wow, it is not dead. Fuck. And I am wounded. Okay, sugar. I'm in awful position, too. I should not run into anybody that way. Can I get another shotgun blast out? Like on you. That will not overheat me. Good. That overheat me. No, it won't. We're good. Alright, now there's you. I have to figure out how to do anything relevant with you. Run on down this way. Shoot at you about there. Seems about reasonable. Let's go for it. Nice, you just took buttloads of damage, so that's suggest. Great. Okay. Gonna shoot at me behind a bunch of walls, which shouldn't do anything. So I think I'm just gonna sit there and shoot them. I lost my gun. That's crap. No. Wait. Until about there. Till about there. And then I'm gonna boogie on out. That's almost certainly going to overheat me. Maybe not. It'll be tight. You, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with you. Don't want to run into him. Please go where I tell you to go. I can't very well start shooting there. I think that tank is still active. No, it says inactive, no pilot, so they must have ejected or something. I'm gonna screech on through here. Get behind this building there. And we'll figure out our game plan from there. And you, on the other hand, yeah, no, we've got that basically set and planned. Oh, some of that still grazed him. No, I can't. I can't do anything I want to do because I lost my goddamn shotgun. Because I'm so smart. Ah, boy. Where are you? There you are. So there's about to be a collision there, so we need to cancel that. We need to go this way. That should all get eaten by buildings, so we should be fine. So plan A is to hand shotgun this thing to death. Plan B is to go daka 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 daka. Right about there. That should be fine. Oh, good. Hey, we're attacking, but I didn't see the attack icon. Or the attack arc. Which is either intentional or not. This is going much more poorly than my initial foray into this game. So I don't know if the patch changed something or not. I don't really get it. But I'm not complaining. I will readily admit I honestly don't know what I'm doing 90% of the time here. Because there's a lot of interface and not a lot of telling you how to do things effectively. Okay, most of that's going to be at a building, so I should be okay. Just going up this way and then shooting at this dude here, probably. Yeah, that should be fine. Can I fit in a secondary attack somewhere along the way? No, he's not going to be anywhere near me. Okay, good. So who's shooting at you? keep scooting that way. Yeah. Scoot all the way over there. Where in the timeline can I actually hit somebody? Basically nowhere. Not that it would do anything even if I could. Because this gun sucks. It's awful. Awful, awful, awful. So we're just going to have to do this the long and hard way. All of that should bounce off walls. So I'm going to sit here a sec. This guy I'm a little worried about. So I'm going to scooch over here. And I guess, I don't know, wait? I don't know. No, I've got to keep moving. Oh, what I could do. Is juke like so? No, I need to wait a little longer than that. You start shooting at me about there. I need to worry about that right there. So if I do this for about that long, then dash there, and then run upwards. Hopefully I won't get hit too badly. Meanwhile, I'm going to go hide in the mountains or something, I don't know. While trying to plink away at everything in my general area. Otherwise, continue to pray that I don't lose anybody, because if I lose somebody, I have got to, swoosh! Oh, that went beautifully. Aside from you getting shellacked like you would. It did, like, no damage to that guy, because of course I didn't. Actually, I'm gonna cancel the run order, please, thank you. I'm gonna dash over here and try for like a hand cannon to this guy's face. Or it can be like at a weird angle. That's fine. Is that gonna overheat me? It's gonna be awful close to overheating me. Yeah, we should be fine with that. With any luck, their stuff will collide. I doubt it, but we can dream. We're going to dart in between here. Oh? You're not going to do that? Please? What the fuck is this? Okay, fine. We'll just let it do that. I don't fucking know. I have to figure out what the hell's going on here. Gotta move along the timeline. Basically, only that guy's gonna shoot at me, and it's not gonna be especially effective. So what I need to do is get like here-ish. Start shooting probably there. Except he's gonna keep running, so none of this is going to hit. Alright, let's see what happens. Nice, one down. I think that tank is still... No, the guy ejected. Okay. For some reason, it wouldn't let me move you any further than that, so we're going to try moving you away to about there. We're going to get busy in shootalating. Can I just start shooting there? kind of don't care about weapon effectiveness at this stage. Around here, I do want to get moving again, though, so we're going to move there tentatively. Since you can cancel running pretty much any time you like. Ah, shit. I need to keep from getting shot by that. Yeah, I'll be behind the building there, so I should be alright. Oh, yeah. I'll do that for now. Well, I took a bunch of hits from that, but alright. Still getting hit there because they curved differently than I expected. That's okay. That's the wrong unit. That's... come on. So, I want very much to shoot back, but they're never anywhere nearby. Okay. So we're gonna do a dash over to here. Just to juke. I'm going to try for an attack there on this dude. Because he should be pretty well maneuvered. And we'll see how that goes. I'm not going to do... oh no, he's behind a hill. We're not even fucking bothering with that. We are going to do the dash to there. We're going to go around this side. Go like that. That'll bring us over that building, and at that building we can probably start blasting at somebody. Yeah, like this guy here. And then there's you. I basically have to keep micromanaging this guy to do anything useful, and unfortunately that is kind of a null equation at this point. In fact, I'm going to have him dash back over this way and walk up that way. No. No, hell with that. What's the attack radius on this? It's like that. Okay. Basically, there's a lot of stuff you have to kind of piece together in order to make these things work, and I am very bad at it. So I am going to get shot at. Let's see how all that goes. Pretty poorly. So, we're gonna keep you... no, not you. Fine, you. Whatever. Why are you trying to run over there, you silly, silly creature? Hope that none of those bullets hit me. They probably all will. I'm going to try shooting you there. I'm going to make you move somewhere. Haven't figured that out yet. Like behind cover here, I guess. And yeah, probably shoot you with the hand cannon. And hope that that kills you. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, they ejected. Sick. So that's nice. I'm not sure why they did that, but you won't see me complaining. I'm gonna dash up here to get the jump, and I can't see where I'm supposed to target there, so I'm gonna try running a bit. any of that. I want to circle around this way. They start shooting at me there, so if I dash there, that should keep me pretty safe there. Wait there for a single beat. That gunfire to end about that long. And then we'll move out again and see if we can't punish this guy. Somewhere around here. No. Probably not, but we'll start shooting at him anyway. You, on the other hand, are pretty much in mortal peril 24/7. So we're going to have you stop, double back, and commence to blast. No, that's not especially helpful, is it? Well, we'll work with it. I don't know how any of that connected, but alright. Alright, so you... I need behind cover so you don't freaking die. Something like that, anyway. Not till I'm... No, it's not going to matter at that point, so we'll just let that sleeping dog lie. So my guess is they're going to keep... No, they're not moving there. That's fine. I'm going to move all the way over to here. Pull out the shotgun pistol and give him a good thwack. Nice. That's what I wanted. Is that a two-shot or just a one? I think it's just a one. Alright, so you can move... Cancel your run movement here. We're going to make you move this way. At no time are you ever in range to shoot that man. I'm going to have you run that way. Yeah, run that way. Around here. Let me start blasting. I'll have you run this way, and hopefully not get shot too badly. And plink away while we go. You ran the wrong way, you piece of machinery. There we go. Much better. And so he's going to start shooting at me there, and that's where he's going to kill me, if he's going to kill me at all. Or, you know, right there. He might kill me right there. That's fine, too. I think we got him. Not going to overheat, which is good. There, I'm going to run up there. You, I'm going to have keep shooting, like there-ish, I guess. And that is probably going to deal with that, honestly. If he's not dead already, he's going to be. Okay, he absolutely didn't die. That's fine. Cancel your run. We want you to run back. Shoot him again. there. They've got to be in near mortal peril by now, I would think. How close do I get? I get pretty close. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the business. That should be fine. There we go. Jeez Louise. Okay, that was suffering. Most of these fights have been a lot less painful than that. At this point, though, I should be nearly able to build a third mech, and that will help. I took a lot of damage. I did not lose any units or subsystems. No, that subsystem's detected on site. Let's see. I've got a replacement shotgun for the one I lost. I'm sure I've got a replacement arm somewhere. A crappy assault rifle, a crappy body part, a crappy shield, another crappy assault rifle, a crappy everything else. Okay, so basically garbage. Call me not surprised in the slightest. Okay, so we're gonna exit, we're gonna salvage. I don't really have the supply to burn, but it would reduce my fatigue a lot. Freedom! You have successfully liberated this province, and the people rejoice. The relief is palpable. One of your pilots wanders over to you as you watch the people dance the streets.
I know there's a lot more to do, she says, but shouldn't we celebrate the small victories?
She and some of your other pilots would like to celebrate with the people. So we can either celebrate or join the parade. Celebrating implies blowing money I don't have, and joining the parade involves reducing my fatigue by not as much as I would like. So we're going to do join the parade because it's all but free. We're going to hit space. We're going to go to units. We're going to repair. We're going to repair. We are going to... Wow, I was not as fast on the gun as I would have liked on that, because I'd like them all to end at the same time because I have OCD. We're going to go to... Oh, it already reduced it. That's nice. We're going to swap you... Come on. For Foxtrot. And that should about do it for now, because there's not a lot I can do with that. We are going to speed time on up. Alright, so we've successfully salvaged the fort mountain base. Please let me inspect it. You're not gonna let me? Okay, fine. At this point, I should be able to do workshop stuff, so I can build a unit with an empty frame. I'm just short being able to build a frame with standard issue parts, but I should have enough parts to build one if I do a unit build here. That is going to cost some serious dosh, but that's okay. We're going to let that go. Actually, I'm going to do that. So I'll have a third mech I can use. So we're going to go to units. We're going to slap a pilot in here, an unsuspecting fool who doesn't know any better. We're going to go to, we're going to make you active. We're good. Please. Missing lower body. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm trying to fix that. There we go. So we're going to go to upper body. We don't want edit. We don't want livery. We want part edits. We're going to go with Nox. We're going to go with all we've got. We're going to go with with all we've got. That's reasonable. We're gonna go with you and says better heat dissipation, so we're gonna go with that. Heat dissipation is the rate at which heat will be lost, so we want as much of that as we can get. Alright, so we've got another shotgunner. Hopefully they won't lose their gun so damned early. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, that will about do it. I'm going to edit the paint scheme and make you, I don't know. Oh yes, it's a rousing score. I don't actually know who composed it offhand. There we go. We're gonna go to world. We're going to hit escape. We're going to save. Mecha Mondays. Overwrite. Confirm. Oh, I do have to check units and make sure units. Sure I do still have a gun. I do. Apparently we just salvaged the one that we had. That's good. Now we get to go and maneuver 3 units at once. So hopefully we can do some slightly better tactical shenanigans. I didn't want to do that. So we've got enemy patrols out here. Actually, there we go. We've got a farm there. We've got another enemy patrol. I don't know that there's anyone over here. We've got a village there. You do want to commit and take over a province in its entirety if you can. What I may wind up doing is skirting through and then taking this province and then going back. But I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference in the final analysis. There's a little bit of strategy play to be worried about here in terms of how you wind up tackling the whole thing. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to go all the way over there. I'm going to have to, like, go... Oh, that's much in advance of where I am, so I'm gonna have to juke left. My previous run, this was lower level than over here, so I guess we're going over this way this time. Come on. Yeah, so basic game plan is go for this, then that. So Ostbacher Veal, Vierland, Logge, and then probably juke into Hosfred and deal with Vremel and Meppel. And then do some soul searching as to how we actually wind up handling the rest of this. Oh, here it's not the capital this time. It's way out here instead. That's fine. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Don't mind me. I notice things. Slow. Workshop-wise... Like, if I go to... Oh, it's not even letting me. That's fine. Loud noises. Alright, so we're gonna storm this broken-down army convoy, because we need what it has, whatever that is. 4 unknown parts, so we want that. Hopefully we'll get a sniper rifle out of it. Sniper rifles are pretty dope. Oh, there's an outpost over there, too. Okay. Since your homeland fell, the invaders have built military bases and reinforced all settlements and facilities. You've defeated enough enemies to liberate this province, but as you get closer to the capital and the invaders' borders, the enemies will become more challenging and battles more brutal. Invaders may counterattack. Proceeding with caution is advised. It's best to find more equipment before taking on the well-defended locations. You should try to find an enemy patrol to ambush, defeating them and salvaging more advanced gear. Anchor 53, small outpost. Vivamos blandit ante nec possuere consequat, cras faretra nil adignissim semper. I can't read this, it's really small. Curabitur auctor acum san arcu, placarat blandit nunc finibus nec. I haven't taken Latin in decades now. So this is like pseudo-Latin, but it does look to be at mostly Latin. Pelentesqui maximus risus urma. Urna or uma? Uma. It looks like an R though. Eget roncus justo maximus id. Duis tempus quis magna ac acum san. So we're gonna truck over to these guys and we're gonna hit them like a tactical nuke strapped to an 18-wheeler with 3 booty blasters. Barrier regeneration. Well, I don't have a barrier, I didn't think. Yeah, I don't have any barrier. Barrier is like a shield armor system. One of the reasons to keep a shield, actually, is for barrier, I think. I believe it provides barrier. Also advanced parts, which I've never gotten, but I've only been told about. Definitely, though, if you are interested in the game, worth checking out the Discord that they've got up. The people there have been pretty helpful. The few interactions I've had with them. So they're pretty rad. Alright, I am running up on my outer time limit, and I'm gonna have to scoot probably after this battle. What a persistent bunch. Command won't commit any more drop squads to the site, so let's get this over with. So where's my third? Okay, they're all there. Oh, it's just the 2 of them? These poor mooks are gonna get shattered. They're gonna give me all their stuff. I'm gonna shake them down for lunch money. Alright, we're gonna just start this off with dashing to get into place. They're gonna start shooting at me there. So I'm gonna keep running over this way. So that way I can do a nice little drive-by on them. So what I need to do, though, is they're going to start shooting at me there-ish? Yeah, there-ish. So I want to have my shield started a little before then. And targeting you, I think. Yeah, targeting him because he's shooting at him. Alright. So from there, we're going to move you. Same thing, I'm going to dash out. So that'll get me moving a little bit quicker. This dude's going to try shooting at me through a mountain. Good luck with that, friendo. We're going to scoot on up here. And let's see if there's anybody we can shoot. No, he's a shotgun-equipped goon. Okay. Yeah, I can shoot somebody up here. So I'll shoot you when I'm up there. Probably not going to hit, but we'll try. You, I'm going... What's the shoot? Yeah, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is what I'm looking for. So there's a bit of art there, where it's like you have to kind of predict what they're going to do based on the trajectory they're moving. This guy's probably going to keep going this way, but now that I'm hitting him with a shotgun and bullets from the other side, which is a dangerous crossfire, but we'll figure it out, he may stop or get knocked down or something, or staggered. So we will see what happens there. And now you... I'm not going to have dash. I'm going to have you just run. So by the time you get up there, they should all be gone. I'm going to have you go around the side here, because you've got longer range weaponry, right? That's the wrong gun. That's the right gun. There we go. Ah, you're not going to be able to do anything forever. So we're just going to have them do that then. And we're going to see how this goes. Swoosh! Okay, so you did actually get hit there. A little bit. He's going to get hit by another shotgun blast. I don't know what the stuff over here is. Are those just sparks? I don't even know. You, I'm gonna have Scooty your booty. Probably that way. Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, he's standing still. I like that. I like it when they stand still, because that means I can get blasting. Like so. No overheat? Let me start a little sooner then. Why not? Right about there. You are doing whatever you're doing. What are we close to here? Okay, we're gonna shoot you right there. And keep on rolling. Alright, alright. Not bad, not great. I'm taking hits. They're taking hits. This guy's taking a lot of hits. This guy's taking a lot of hits, but it hasn't been very effective. You... I think I'm gonna shoot at this guy now. Shoot at you as early as I can. There we go. And I'm gonna get scootling on over this way, around behind the mountain, so hopefully they do not hit me with those bullets. And then juke over here, and probably keep running, honestly. And you... I don't know what I'm going to do with you. I keep running you over there. Nothing there is going to really impact, so we'll try and hit him with the pistol. The dinky handgun, that's not going to do a whole hell of a lot. You... I need to kill that. They're going to shoot at me there. So if I dash, I can be over here and behind the building by the time they start shooting. And run you on down over this way, and maybe get a good blast in, huh? Or not. Okay, so that should be good. I think everybody's moving in some way, shape, or form. Very good. Yeah, very nice. This is somewhat closer to my experience before, but I hadn't played in however many days, so I'm just having to make up for lost time. Alright, so you're going to go over there. I'm going to actually cancel that run command, move you up here, and see if there's something up this way where I can actually hit you. Yeah, here we go. And then keep on rolling, maybe that way. Yeah. Let's try that for now. I can always cancel it when the next turn comes along. You are up here, so I want to plaster this guy with a shotgun to the face, right about there, which will be about perfect. And once you're over there, I'll circle around to about there, I think. Yeah. I don't think there's any more blasting I'm going to be able to do, but I'll try one over there to hit you. What I'm going to try to do with you is as soon as I get up there, do the dash and attempt to juke all that mess. And get running behind this thing. And I don't know where I'm going to really be able to do a lot as far as shooting. Maybe here? Does that get me overheated? It does not. So yeah, we'll go for it. Let's see what we got. Ow. Alright, so he took out his shield and left arm, which is great. This guy's still very much in the game, so I do have to do cleanup on this guy. I don't think he's going to eject, even though he's pretty badly messed up. What do you have? Yeah, he's ejecting. We're good. So we're going to completely ignore him, because he's going to eject, as evidenced by that. What does this say? Eject the pilot, rendering this mech inoperable. Warning, unpiloted walkers lose all motor function and pose significant hazard to surroundings. You can run into them, and it's bad. So he's going to get over here and wait for like the rest of the turn for no apparent reason. I don't know why. So I'm... Are you staggered? Oh, you're fine. I don't know what's going on over here. I want to be elsewhere. I'm going to cancel those run commands. Is he in range to get shot? He's in range to get shot right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to about here. I'm going to juke. Which hopefully will cause most of that to miss. It often does, even though I'm in optimum range. I'm going to get moving up this way. And hopefully get a shotgun attack in along the way. I do. Okay, we'll see how that goes. There's you. You need to stop that. You need to shoot that. Shoot this man, please. Shoot him. We're going to wait until about there. We're going to run at that point to about there. Let's see if we can't get him on the rebound, like right here. And let's see if we can't shoot him later on. We're not going to be... No, here we go. Yeah, like there. Which is a bit far out, but we'll figure it out. I want to move right up into this guy's nuts. Blow his ass up. We're going to go this way. While we're doing that, about here-ish, we're going to get blasted. Can I shoot him earlier? Sort of. It's unfortunately going to make that a little overheated, but we can still do it. He did hit me. Being in the way of my guys getting shot was kind of bad, but so that's what that's supposed to look like, is you just kind of dance around things, blasting away, until you get like snipers in melee, and then you can like start jumping in and thwacking things upside the head, as well as just plinking from a mile away. Sniping can be very effective. In my limited experience, I only did like 2 missions with it, but if you like position yourself well and they don't know what they're doing, and the AI doesn't target that sniper, you can just like sit there and shoot as long as your overheat's available. Or as long as you don't overheat, I should say. Or even if you want to overheat a little, you can. But I don't recommend it. You can easily die. So that went fairly well. We did double what they did, which isn't great. But, he dropped a body part, that's nice. He dropped a shotgun, but they're all pretty weak. Pretty weak, pretty weak, pretty weak. Site inventory is a... Looks like they identified everything, I guess. Okay, that's fine. We do get some level 3 parts though, which is nice. Alright, heavy armor. It looks like these units have been transporting heavy armor sets. They have more integrity than medium armor sets, but they are heavier, which means that they dissipate less heat and make your mech slower. Building a loadout that plays to the strengths of such armor can give you a formidable unit. Lets you ram things better. The heat dissipation can be a killer, but if you're only shotgunning every now and again, and you do shotgun jousting, which is a lot of what I've been doing, you can put in some serious work. So we're going to sell it. We're going to hit space as soon as we do that. We're going to go to units. We're going to repair, repair, and repair. And there's really not much else we can do other than swap up one of our more beleaguered pilots out. What should I want to do? Now, with a tank. Alright. I don't think they're going to throw anything at me. That I am going to have to scoot though. We didn't make much progress, but there's always later weeks. I'll maybe do a couple more installments of this, because I do want to get deeper into the game and fiddling around with its mechanics. So this game again is called Phantom Brigade. It's on PC. It's in a very early access state. I think it's it's acquirable from the Epic Game Store. I'm Fragath. I do other streams throughout the week. I do Mecha Mondays, which you've just seen if you tuned in, which is a stream I do where the subject matter is giant robots and things that are mecha-adjacent. I also do a Warframe Wednesdays stream where I do some Warframey antics for a couple hours. And then on Saturdays, I've got a Storytime Saturday stream where I read short stories and indeed entire novels aloud. Coming up at the end of this week, on this Saturday, is going to be the thrilling conclusion to Robert Heinlein's The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. So that's coming up, and that'll be done. And I can read other books aloud. That one has taken up about, it feels like half the year. Because my schedule has been really dodgy and I haven't been able to have time to do what I want to do. I'm probably after that going to shift to doing it on Fridays instead. Sorry, because it's working out better that way. But we'll see. And what I'll probably start after this week is the Freeze Frame Revolution by Peter Watts, which he calls a novella. Other people bill as a novel. He says Peter Watts himself claims it's too short, in his opinion, to qualify. But it's not super long. It's shortish, but it's punchy. Peter Watts is very punchy. Anybody who listened to my Blind Sight read through will know that. Part of me was tempted to do Starfish, any of the Rifters series, but I think some of the subject matter is, I think, a bit too extreme for streaming. Particularly the later novels, it's pretty people are very nasty to each other in that series, sadly. So I think most people don't want to hear about some of the really awful stuff that happens in there, but we'll see. And yet I'm going to be doing Freeze Frame Revolution, which also has some fairly nasty stuff, but it's not quite as crass, I guess. All right, so yeah, I'm Fragath again. Thanks for tuning in. If you didn't tune in and you're watching this on YouTube, good for you. You've discovered my YouTube channel. I'm sorry about the disorganized state that it's in. I swear I'll get it done and organized and up to date by the end of the year, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Thanks again. Have a great day. enjoy your week. Stay safe and healthy. Um, if not wealthy and wise as well while you're at it. Do what you can to survive. Other than that, stay warm. Man, it's chilly where I'm at. All right, folks. Have a good one. Thanks again.